A touch lasting less than 3 seconds can flood a woman's brain with enough oxytocin to make her feel emotionally bonded to you for hours. This isn't poetry. This is neuroscience. Yet most men have no idea which touches trigger this response, and which ones silently make a woman decide she never wants to see you again. Today, I'm going to show you exactly the 7 touches that change everything. And number 5, that one is almost unfair. A mature woman doesn't fall for words. She has already heard every compliment, already read every sweet message. What truly opens that guarded heart she has spent years protecting is something far more primal: touch. But not just any touch. Specific, intentional touches that communicate what words never can. Studies show that humans can recognize emotions like love, gratitude, and compassion through touch with up to 78% accuracy, without words, without facial expressions. If you've ever wondered why some men create effortless connection while others try everything and still get friend-zoned, this is the reason. The first touch is the gentle lower back guide. When you softly place your hand on the small of her back while guiding her through a door, into an event, or through a crowd, you are activating one of the most sensitive areas of the human body. A full palm, slow and warm, with just enough pressure to say, "I'm here, and I'm aware of you." For a mature woman who has spent years being the strong one, this gesture communicates something words rarely can. You don't have to carry everything alone anymore. That single gesture can be more romantic than 100 roses. The second touch is the two-hand handhold. Not just holding hands. Anyone can do that. This is different. You take her hand and gently cover it with your other hand, fully enclosing it. Maybe during a conversation. Maybe after she's shared something vulnerable. She has likely spent years with men who were physically present, but emotionally absent. When she feels both of your hands wrapping around hers with warmth and intention, her brain registers something immediately. This one is different. And when a mature woman decides that, good luck to anyone trying to compete. The third touch catches most women completely off guard. It is forehead-to-forehead contact. A soft touch, eyes naturally closing, breathing synchronizing, the world narrowing down to something simple and powerful. A man who does this without rushing, without turning it into something else, without breaking the silence with nervous jokes because intimacy feels uncomfortable. He communicates more emotional intelligence than most men show in an entire relationship. The fourth touch is one I almost didn't include because of how powerful it is. It is the nape touch. The back of the neck is one of the most sensitive and vulnerable areas of the body, and because she cannot see or protect it, touching it creates both excitement and trust at the same time. That combination is extremely rare. A word of caution. Timing is everything here. You do not touch the back of a woman's neck when you've just met her. This touch only comes after trust has been built. It is progression, not a shortcut. A mature woman can feel the difference instantly. The fifth touch is the one I mentioned earlier, the almost unfair one. It is the thumb glide. You are already holding her hand, or her hand is resting on your arm or leg. Without announcing anything, your thumb slowly moves back and forth. Small, rhythmic, subtle. You don't interrupt anything, you just do it. She might not consciously notice it, but her body does. And for a woman who has spent years in relationships where affection felt forced or absent, this subtle gesture makes her think, he doesn't even realize he's doing this. This is just who he is. And that feeling, that your warmth is natural, not calculated, is what makes her fall deeper. The sixth touch is the silent pull-in. You're sitting beside her, and without saying anything, you gently pull her closer. Maybe your arm goes around her shoulder. Maybe your hand finds her waist. No announcement, no performance, just movement. Many mature women have spent years feeling like they had to earn closeness. When a man pulls her closer simply because he wants her near, not for attention, not for effect, but because distance just feels wrong, it rewrites something deep inside her emotional history. The seventh touch is the most powerful of them all, the long embrace. Not a quick, polite hug, not a side hug. A full chest-to-chest embrace with both arms that lasts at least 20 seconds. That number matters. Research shows that hugs longer than 20 seconds trigger oxytocin release and significantly reduce cortisol, the stress hormone, on a biological level. Dr. John Gottman, who studied relationships for over 4 decades, identified prolonged hugging as one of the most effective ways to rebuild emotional trust between partners. This is not poetic advice. It is clinical psychology. When you hold her in that embrace and don't let go quickly, but instead stay until she feels ready, something shifts. Every wall she built starts to soften, not because she is weak, but because for once, she doesn't have to be strong. Now you have all 7. None of them require money, status, or perfect timing. They require awareness, intention, and the willingness to slow down enough to truly be present with the person in front of you. But knowing these touches is only half the equation, because she is also sending you subtle, consistent, undeniable signals about what she feels. And most men miss them completely. That's exactly why the next video is essential. If a woman wants intimacy with you, she always does these 6 things. It's on your screen now. Click it. And if you made it this far, that already says something about you. Most men don't notice these details, but you stayed. So comment presence, so I know who truly understood what was shared here. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because the next video will show you signals most people ignore, and they can completely change how you connect with women.